We will be seeing another victory for diversity pretty soon because the Pentagon and their leaders are finalizing plans aimed at lifting the ban on transgender individuals serving in the military. Senior U.S. officials said an announcement is expected this week and that the military will have 6 months to determine the impact and work out the details. The goal is to end one of the last gender or sexuality-based impediments to military service, Margaret, and this is really, really important. During this 6-month period after the announcement, the transgender community or individuals, they won't be able to join the military, but they will be ironing out the details. They're trying to figure out the impact, the cost, insurance, housing, and all the logistics around integrating all this community to the servicemen in this country.
So transgender people, what I hear you saying is that they won't necessarily be allowed to join openly, but they're lifting this ban as far as, you know, people that are already transgender and in the military. Is that what you mean?
Yeah, the first 6-month period is not only for the military to assess the impact of the measure, but at the same time also to allow for those transgender individuals that are serving in the military right now to come out, because like you said, their numbers estimate around 15,000 people that is currently serving in the military that are transgender, and they have to serve in silence because as guidelines stands right now, if you are found to be transgender serving, you have to be dismissed right away.
There are penalties that you ensue because the military code it's much different than a civilian code and a civilian way of life. You know, we've come a long way since 2011 when the Don't Ask, Don't Tell policy was lifted, and this is just another leg in that. For me it is, you know, here we are 4 years later and we're considering lifting this ban, or they are lifting this ban dealing with transgender people. But you're right, this affects a lot of people. 134,000 veterans that are transgender living in the U.S. And for me, Jose, you know, this is really embodied by people like Chelsea Manning, who, you know, he openly is transgender and a former military, and really puts a face on this issue for people. Yeah,
she was the very first person that brought the transgender debate to the military. After she got arrested for doing the leak to WikiLeaks, she asked for the military to cover her hormone therapy, and they did. Some will say because they didn't want to engage in a civil litigation or Manning suing them.
Right.
At the end, they actually did, and that sets precedent. After that, Defense Secretary Ash Carter, he's been putting together a task force looking into this issue, looking how they can open up service to transgender individuals. I think it's very, very important. We have to see the developments. Right. Hopefully, we'll see that announcement happen this week. We want to know your thoughts. Please leave your comments below, and please subscribe to the Lib TV.